All right, ladies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'm excited to do this video because it's time we had a serious conversation. Today's topic is all about the red flags of online dating, or let's take it back a notch, just meeting someone online. So perhaps you're saying, okay, I'm stepping out on faith. I'm going to give it a try and put myself out there for online dating. What are the things that you need to know in order to have a pleasant experience? We're going to talk about them today. So let's start with tip number 1. Love bombing. I know. This is something that we need to talk about. So love bombing is the idea that really a partner or someone that you meet online is moving too fast, too soon. An example of a love bomber could be someone who on conversation number 1, I think you're the one for me. Or text number 2, we should get married. I really feel that we have a strong connection. Or even some have been just downright weird to come out and say that they love you and they want to spend the rest of their lives with you. I actually had a friend who had given Facebook dating a try, and she matched with a gentleman. And the brother said in like their first conversation, we really connect. We should be together. Listen, ladies, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, okay? Don't be so gullible or so hungry or so desperate for the compliment of a man that you get entangled. Hello, somebody. Entangled thinking that this individual is the one for you, okay? Love, even though your courtship with whomever your husband is may be a quick courtship, there still has to be a vetting out process. And so we don't want to get too deep in or too deeply rooted in before it's actually time. So love bombing is the first one. It's a major red flag. Run far, 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 far away. All right, let's talk about number 2, because here's the reason why I honestly feel like number 1 happens, and that is if and when they ask you for money. Absolutely not. Okay, I don't care if they say they have, a dying parent, or I don't care if they say my niece is being abducted. And I mean, the stories, y'all, that folks make up are asinine. I don't care. I don't care if they say wire it to this individual. I'm in trouble. I'm locked up in jail. Whatever it is, we are not sending money to people we just met online. Stop doing that. It baffles me because people will speak negatively against online dating or meeting someone online, and they will list these things. And I'll be thinking, yeah, you shouldn't have did that in the first place. Okay, God gives us wisdom, right? So if at any time they ask for money, major red flag. Do not give that money to someone that you do not know and have never met. Okay, run far, 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 far away. Let's talk about tip number 3. If they are avoiding video communication, so let's say you match with someone on Tinder, Bumble, Facebook dating, whatever it may be, and the conversation is going pretty well. It seems like you two have a connection, you're flowing, the energy is there, you're excited, right? Sooner rather than later, there should be an initiation of video communication. Not having an iPhone is not an excuse. I'm team Android, by the way. But some people say, oh, well, I don't have an iPhone, so I can't FaceTime. You're right. You cannot FaceTime, but you can do a Zoom meeting. You can do a duo call. You can even send me a video message recording yourself and then send it as a text message. So if you have started to engage with someone and you've been texting, you may have even spoken over the phone. But if they or you are not okay with video communication and video chatting, that's a major red flag. There was this show that came out called Catfished. I think catfish is probably like 10 years old now or something like that, because there has now become a pattern of individuals pretending to be someone that they are not, because behind the screen, you can be anybody you want to be. You can go steal somebody's picture, you can hack somebody's profile, and you can be any person that you want to be online. So do your due diligence. If you have started talking, I'm not saying request video communication on the first night. That's a little creepy. Just maybe it is, maybe it's not. You would have to be the discerner of that interaction and of that space. You would have to know your boundaries, what you are comfortable with. But then if your purpose for getting online to meet and date someone is there, don't be so closed in, like, oh, I cannot video chat with you, I'm not ready for that. No, you're going to have to walk in faith and put yourself out there. But if the guy is saying absolutely no video communication, big red flag. You ain't got time for that. You can say thank you for your time, but I wish to engage and take this further, and video chat is going to help us do that. Okay, let's talk about the fourth one. This is major, especially for those of you watching who are believers, those of you who are practicing an abstinence journey, right? If they send or request any sexual advances or gestures. Now, I'm trying to be very modest when I say this, but unsolicited pictures of genitalia. Is that plain enough for you? Requesting that you send them pictures of genitalia or naked pictures, or, requesting that you do something seductive or sensual or sexual and sending it to them. That's a red flag. Now, I'm talking about in the moments when you are like first meeting an individual, or your relationship has only been online up until this point. And even after, we don't do that. Okay, women of God, we're not doing that. But not only is it a red flag if they send it, because that speaks to their character, right? It speaks to where their mind is, and based off of what you have put in line as far as boundaries and expectations and things like that, they could be disrespecting you or dishonoring, your wishes in that capacity. But also when they request it, something that I tell the kids that I work with all the time, nothing on the internet is completely deleted. It never dies. The internet is a beautiful thing, but it's also probably the most dangerous thing in our society, because you can put something out there in your phone, through a DM chat, wherever, and people can go and find that. If they really wanted to, they could go and find it. So it's a red flag for someone to request that, one, because they are violating your boundaries, but also it's a red flag when they start sending it, because that speaks to the character of that individual. Okay, we got two more. Here's one that I really enjoy. When there has been one-sided engagement and interaction, that's a big red flag for me. If we are on this dating app for the purpose of getting to know each other, meet people, and then go out on a date, or hopefully the end goal is a relationship, let's talk. Don't leave me for days on end saying that you saw my message, but you didn't respond, or you didn't respond at all. If you are the only person initiating contact, that's a red flag. That brother is not into you. Okay, he's not interested. Yes, people get busy. Yes, emergencies come up, but there still should be some reciprocity. There should be a mutual interest and a return on your investment. This is one of the reasons when I caution people about online dating, it cannot become an idol for you. It cannot become the first thing you do when you wake up. You're scrolling on your lunch break. You're scrolling in that Zoom meeting. You're scrolling when you go to bed. You're scrolling when you go to the bathroom, right? Like, it cannot become your full identity and who you are. Yes, you have the green light to pursue online dating. It's not a sin. There's nothing wrong with it. But do not allow it to become an idol in your life where it consumes your time, right? And so oftentimes When there is one-sided engagement and interaction, it will consume you because you will be waiting by the phone, waiting to see if this person is going to say good morning, waiting to see if this individual is going to send you a new message or like your picture or whatever it may be. So that's a huge red flag. And it's not so much that it's dangerous, but you just don't want to put your headspace and your emotions in that type of routine, I guess is the best way to say it. The last tip that I have for you guys, tip number 6, is if you have met someone online, you guys have chatted, perhaps you have even done a video chat or spoken over the phone with each other and all is well. If there is no interest in meeting that individual in person, like if that person doesn't have an interest in meeting you in person, that's a red flag. And let me tell you why. Yes, I understand. Things are going well. The conversation is great. You're intrigued. All of your boundaries and all that stuff is intact. But if there's absolutely no interest, no plans for the future, it's really communicating that this person only desires to have an online relationship. Are you okay with that? I'm not going to say it's wrong because I don't know what your expectations are. I don't know what you are hoping, wishing, and praying for. But are you okay? Are you okay only having an online relationship and never meeting this person that you're feeling, that you like, that you speak so highly of, right? You are better than that. If you desire to have a face-to-face relationship, whether that even has to be long distance for a while, if you desire to be in a one-on-one, face-to-face committed relationship with an individual that you met online, there should be some plan and forward progression in how you two are going to actually meet up. And it doesn't even have to be a date, right? If y'all not there yet, take the pressure off. Just say, hey, grab coffee, go get lunch, or hey, I have a business trip in your town or in your city or in your state, or I'm vacationing here or whatever it may be, but some plan. I don't even care if it's 6 months from now, right? Some plan, some communication, some conversation about when are we actually going to meet in person needs to take place so that you know you are not wasting your time. So those are my 6 tips, red flags of online dating, online meeting. Guys, I'll say it again, online dating is not a sin. There's nothing wrong with it, but you got to do it the right way. So I hope these tips have helped you today. If they have, do me a favor, make sure you like this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment. Let me know, are there more red flags that you have seen that you got to say, Krystle, add this one to the list too. Let me know, y'all. Remember, as always, you are blessed, you are beautiful, you are loved every single day. There's nothing you can do about that. And God has not forgotten about you. Mwah. See y'all later.